Hello, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to a brand new video. And this week on the old Magic Roundabout, we've got a Corgi Toys. I think it's Corgi Toys. Let me just double check before I've done that. Yeah, it's called. It's a Corgi Toys, bus. This is the summertime one in the orange. So we're going to play with this one this week. Okay. Well, as you watch us go around, I'd just like to welcome any new friends to the channel and welcome back all my old friends to the channel. Thanks for staying the course. Enjoy your company and enjoy your comments. So, right, that being said, let's get this old bus on a bench, have a good look at it, take it apart and see what we can do with it. Let's have a look at this then, shall we? Right, bus 2500 series. There you go. It's the same casting as the movie van, the Samuelson's film movie maker, because it's got the same slot where you put the camera platform there and there. So it's basically the same casting. Okay, this had a door missing. My good buddy Michael from Australia, Gravesend, Australian Gravesend Diecast, whatever, did a couple of resin doors. He sent me 2 of them, so that one's cleaning up. That fits nice fit, Michael. Look at that. Well done, mate. Roof rack's broken there, which they tend to be broken or they bend. These are very, very thin. Very, very thin. So what I've done, I've got a couple of spare ones of these, of the film version anyway. So I've took the roof rack off that. That's a little bit bent, but it's these are anybody who's done one of these will know how delicate these are. They really, really are. So be careful with that. Okay, so I've got that. I've got the load for it. It goes on the top. There you go. I've got the load for it, and I've got the decals for it. I'll just show you. Yeah. Some had this sign on. Some just had the Union Jack. So I'm going to put that on because I like it. Okay, so there are the decals. Got some tires in there. So let's get it stripped. Right, it's got one rivet at the back there. So we'll see if we can get this out without too much damage. Nice and steady. Just a tad more, I think. I think that mark's got to go a bit more on this side. Let's get my screwdriver and see if that'll pop. It might and it might not. There you go, popped. Okay, let's just get rid of the drill. We don't want that. We don't want that. I'll get that over there. Okay, there's my tub. So, let's lift and separate. I think we've got to be careful with this one. We'll lift that up by its... Then it pulls out there, like that. Okay. That's your base. Now, looking at these here, you need to look at this configuration. Make sure you get it right on the way back. You've got these 2 long hooks. Big hooks, they go at the back, and these triangle small ones at the front. So let's get the wheels and axles off. This is separate. That's your suspension, there and there, which is okay. I'm not going to mess with that. So that's your suspension unit. Now this will be your interior. I think this is in 2 parts. That's your interior. That's a good wash. It's quite solid, that's good. And then there's your front piece there. Okay, that's your front piece. Then you've got your doors at the back there. Just push them in. Oh, and the glass pops out. Okay, here's your glass. Pretty good, no cracks. That'll clean up nice. Now this has to have the rivets taken out if you want to take this top off, which I'm going to have to change the thing. There's two little rivets there, so I'm going to get them off. I'll put my flipping drill away now and see if that will do it. Yeah, that should do it. That'll do her. Let's see if we can get this off without too much damage. Let's have a look, see if that's enough. Maybe a tad more. Can't be far off it now. Just got to get underneath there with a screwdriver. That'll pop it off, I think. There you go. Off she comes. So that's it. What I might do with this, I'll keep this as a spare and get rid of the bars and use this as a lid. Maybe as a lift up camper or something, you know. Right, well, I'll just chuck it in for now anyway. That's the shell. Okay. So here we go. Stripping time and washing time. Okay. We're all paint stripped. Come out quite nice. No major issues with the casting, which is good. The white took a bit of getting off. I must admit the orange was a bit stubborn, but the white was really stubborn, especially around the roof area. Yeah. So there's no no pillar damage, no pitting, bit of discoloration in the casting colour, that's about it. Base is okay. The top rack is best I'm going to get it. Come out clean. That's okay. And the one metal door. Right, so it's methylated spirits and primer paint. Okay, that's the masking removed. It needs a lacquer coat on it, but yeah, I don't think that's too bad. Not too bad at all. Yeah, it's difficult to get the right place for the line, because it's not directly below the window. It's just on the curve of that lump what goes along the side there, that body shape, and it's away from the window. It's difficult to ascertain exactly where it is, but I got it near enough, and it's fairly straight all the way around. Yeah, so now I'm going to let this tack off a bit longer and then put the lacquer coat on it. When I lacquer this, I'm just going to give it a little bit of a tack coat of lacquer first, so it doesn't run, the two colours don't run, because if you go heavy with a lacquer after a two-tone, the possibility that it would bleed into the other, especially if you don't leave it. I mean, if you leave it overnight and maybe next day, yeah, but I'm doing this like probably within an hour. We were talking about this on the Taverners, Peter Horton, if you're listening, Peter. I masked it up. I mean, the orange has been drying for a while because I've been away, but I masked the orange up, sprayed the white, and it's been 15 minutes and I've took the masking off and it's settled nicely. So now I'll leave it another half hour, 3/4 of an hour before I put a lacquer coat on it, a thin lacquer coat. The shed is warm, so that's not so bad. So everything is warm in here, including myself. So there you go. Right then, we're all dry, we're all lacquered up, looking rather smart. Now Oops. We're going to paint some details on. I've been looking on the old faithful Google images. Now, obviously the comma is in chrome. You can do the lights, indicators and side light, indicators and lights. This is a chrome surround. It looks to me like this is like screwed on. There is a black, if you see the black opening, like an air vent is in there. But I think if I try and do that, because if you look at the chrome, the casting lines in aren't very prominent. Like some of them are, some of them aren't on some of these castings. And that's a bit smooth, so a black wash will look rubbish on there. It isn't enough to bite for the black wash to settle. So I'm gonna have to do this just all chrome. It should really, the real one has a little black square in there where the vent is, and this grill sits over the top. I won't be able to do that, and the same with this one. The lines are very fine on there. The white's chucking it out in it. The lines are very fine on there, so a wash won't really take. And I think if I did a wash on there, it would spoil it. It would just look a bit messy. So that's what we're going to do. We'd go a chrome bumper, and we do the tail lights. Okay, the number plate on this one will sit in the middle there. Okay, so that's all dry, ready to go. So as per, I'll show you a little bit. Get my chair somewhere near the desk so I'm not leaning too far forward. I think we'll do the lights first. And we'll just do that. Yeah. So here we go. Just a little bit. Oh, I need the extra assistance on the glasses. So let's go. Let's do the lights first. Get these done. Here we go. Just like to do a little bit first, just to get the shape and everything. So you go too heavy at first, you make a mistake. Just go lightly around it. So you've got keep within the lines. Keeping within the lines. Just like when you was a kid. And your parents would say, don't draw out the lines. Keep in the lines. Yeah, I'm afraid details can make and break a casting. Really can. You can either overdo it for the size of the vehicle. Here we go. It's very humid tonight. I'm doing this on a, was it Monday? Yeah, Monday night. And this part of the country, it's very humid. I think we're in for a storm. There you go. Lights. Camera action. I'll just do these little side lights here. Very versatile vehicle, this comma, apparently. Vans, pickups, minibuses, camper vans. So you can have a bit of fun with these. You guys who like doing the code 3. There's quite a few out there like doing code 3s. No doubt there's quite a few of you done a few code 3s on these. So I'll just check my hands periodically for any paint on them. There we go. Touch that a bit there again. So there we got the lights and the side lights. Yeah. I'm just going to put a very, 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 very light coat of paint on this grill. Put some on and spread it about. Do, 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 do. So I'll say thank you for all the comments on the 2 Atlantan buses that I did. And I appreciate all the comments from the bus guys out there who either are bus enthusiasts or bus drivers or ex-bus drivers. Unfortunately, I don't know much about buses. So I appreciated all your comments and your help on that, explaining 1 or 2 bits and pieces for me. Just gently going down there, keeping it nice and steady. And keep a little bit on the brush there. There we go. That's it. We're getting that. Right, we've got on 8 minutes. So that's what I'm going to do. Okay. It's going to go around that surround on this grill. Try and pick out the comma. Do that, the bumper. And then we'll be ready for assembly. That's it then. All the details done, as you can see. Number plate on the front. There you go. I put the back doors in. I was trying them out and I got them in, so they're just sitting there like normal, like Ford Transits. Anything else is just sitting there. So back lights are done. Number plate on. A little bit of detail. So we're going to assemble this first and then put the decals on afterwards. Okay. Right, so I'll get the mat out, get everything on, and then we're cracking on. Right then, here we go. Here we go. So I'll just make sure the dog's sorted out. He's come and sat with me for a bit. Well, she has. Anyway, well, it's gone now. Right. Like I said, I got the doors in. So what we're going to do now, we're going to try and get this to go in here. You can put it in after if you want, but I just want to see, make sure got it in the right place. Click that in. Click that in. Okay, I'm not going to glue that. Just click that in nicely. Put the glass in. Drop that in. A bit around that way, you can see what I'm doing. Try and get my hands out of the way. We'll put this driving unit in first. That has to go in first. Okay. It goes in at a funny angle. It tilts down at the front, so then we can put this in. It's where your doors need to straighten your doors out a little bit. Okay, and then this bit goes in first, like so. Drops down. Make sure your doors are in there, which they are. Okay, so we're all in that position there. Your suspension unit, it goes forgot now. Yeah, that's it, like that, with these prongs at the back and them at the front. Push it all down. Okay, that's how it should look now. Get your wheels and axles in, like so. Then your front, your base unit, these ones obviously, they have to dive down and go into their relative slots. Okay, so then before you do it, just chip it up, make sure that you got everything working. Doors are okay there. This one's a little bit stiff, but it's working. There you go. All right, that's in. I need to touch that. There's a little bit of paint. I need to touch that up there. It's come off there. But your roof rack's in okay. Suspension works. Front's okay. Right, so what I'm going to do, because that was such a short rivet post in there, I'm gonna glue that. Okay. Just going to glue that in there. Hold it for a little while. Right, while I'm holding that down, we're going to make sure that's okay. Keep it held down for a minute or two, just to make sure it stays in place. And I'll get ready for decals, okay? We'll come back at the decals. Let's get these decals on then. They've been soaking, they're just down here. They're wet. So, first of all, we'll have the long one on first. Goes on here. So put a bit of water on it. I've had to cut these because these are from black square. And as you know, you have to cut black square ones out. So I've got it to the closest I could get. It's where it needs to be. Which I think that's about bang on. There you go. Get a cotton bud. Just roll it out. Yeah, the black square ones, like I say, you have to trim them to fit. So make sure with this one that you get it. It's got to fit to the door edge there and back. So get that right. There. Bit of tissue just to damp it down. It moved. That's that one. Check sure there's no air underneath it. There's a little bit there. Just getting it out there, look. There you go, that's out. We don't want silver in, do we? Okay, so that's that one in. While we're on this side, we'll do the Union Jack. They go on the doors. Pick them up gently. roughly about right. Yeah, okay. A bit too much water on underneath that. I think I did. There you go. There you go. Right, do the other side and we're done. And we're done. Be right if I took the card out, wouldn't it? Right, and we're done. Magic roundabout time. Oh, we got this on top. There you go. This is what we started with. The old comma bus, summertime bus. This is what we started with. Chipped up, play worn, roof rack's a bit bent. So now, after a bit of work, a bit of magic, have a look what it looks like now. Have a look at this. Okay then, here we are. This is what we finished up with. Corgi Toys, comma bus, 2500 series. This is the holiday version, summer holiday version. Orange and white. All nice, cleaned up hubs. Decals. I've got the luggage on the top. Looking all nice. There you go, nice clean interior. Number plates. A few extra details on it. Well, I hope you like this one. I enjoyed doing this one. It was cool. Yeah, masking turned out okay. Quite happy with that. Well, thanks for watching. Look forward to your comments, as always. And I'll be back later on this week. I've got the DMC challenge, painted blue challenge. That'll be on later on in the week. And then we'll have a new restoration the following Wednesday. Okay. Well, enjoy your weekend coming up. Have fun for whatever you're doing. And we'll speak to you shortly.